India is currently in active consultations with the US on the Chabahar port, while internally assessing its strategic, economic and diplomatic options, following signals from the Donald Trump administration on a potential additional 25% tariff for countries doing business with Iran. India is set to operationalize its first theatre command by May 2026, that will integrate the Army, Navy and Air Force under unified commands to enhance joint warfighting and faster decision-making. The first command will serve as a template for phased rollout of future theatre commands. Bharat Forge has secured 300 crore rupees order from the Indian Army and Navy for its indigenous drones, that were recently showcased at the Army Day Parade. Two MiG-29K jets have been selected as dedicated test platforms for testing the 350 km range Indigenous naval anti-ship missile medium range. Once inducted, it will provide the Navy with an indigenous standoff anti-ship strike capability. India is on the verge of finalizing its $8 billion Project 75I submarine program. With cost negotiations concluded and CCS approval imminent, Mazagan Dock Shipbuilders Limited will soon start building 6 AIP submarines with German support. The DRDO has begun integrating a new miniaturized inertial navigation system across all missiles under development and in production, to ensure accuracy in GPS-denied electronic warfare environments. The compact inertial navigation system works independently using onboard sensors, allowing upgrades across multiple missile programs without waiting for new variants, boosting resilience, accuracy and self-reliance in contested combat scenarios. In a major development, the Defense Procurement Board has cleared the proposal to acquire 114 additional Rafale fighter jets. In the next step, the Defense Acquisition Council will examine the case and accord the acceptance of necessity, followed by CCS clearance. Dassault Aviation will ramp up Rafale fighter jet production at its upcoming Nagpur facility, with output potentially reaching 24 aircraft annually once fully operational, that could later support potential Rafale exports and even future 6th-generation fighter programs. The assembly line is expected to start by late 2027, and Indian private firms including Mahindra Defence Systems, Tata Advanced Systems and Dynamatic Technologies will play key roles in airframes, aerostructures, avionics, landing gear and engine components, pushing localization levels beyond 70%. A Rafale maintenance, repairs and overhaul hub for airframe and systems is being established by Dassault Aviation in UP, while Safran has indicated openness to establish an M88 engine assembly line in India, as India is now ordering 114 Rafale fighter jets. The Indian Air Force is evaluating the Su-57E primarily as a long-range stealth-enabled deep strike platform for day-one operations, rather than a conventional air superiority fighter. The Indian Air Force's interest centers on its internal weapons carriage, long combat radius, high payload capacity, and ability to conduct precision strikes deep within heavily defended airspace. Any acquisition would be around 60 aircraft. That depends on receiving a complete next-generation strike ecosystem tailored to Indian requirements. Russia has offered the 400 km range Kh-69 low observable cruise missile with full transfer of technology and local production, enabling stealthy internal bay precision strikes. The Indian Air Force is interested in a 800 km range mini Kinzhal hypersonic missile for internal carriage to neutralize heavily defended strategic targets. For air combat, the Indian Air Force plans to pair the Su-57 with the 400 km R-37M hypersonic air-to-air missile and Astra series missiles, 245 km range Kh-58 internal anti-radiation missile for SEAD missions, while Rudram 2 and Rudram 3 can be employed externally when stealth is not the primary concern. The BrahMos-2K hypersonic cruise missile program faces growing uncertainty, as talks with Russia remain inconclusive, due to very high projected costs and limited interest from Indian armed forces over affordability at scale. The DRDO recently conducted a successful 12-minute continuous ground test of a full-scale actively cooled scramjet combustor that indicates rising maturity of India's homegrown hypersonic engine technology, promising lower costs and scalable induction. With domestic propulsion breakthroughs accelerating, the strategic logic for an expensive joint program like BrahMos-2K is increasingly under question. Today's top 3 comments.